Hey guys, welcome. We're back. We're jumping into a pick a card reading. Wanted to jump into this series as we move through this really dense Pisces season. We obviously have 4 planets in Pisces right now. This is very, very intense. The Sun, Mercury. We've got Neptune, Jupiter, I said Mars. Not yet. We still have to move through Aquarius with that. And we just recently dipped in with that. But anyways, let's backtrack around. We are about to move into the full moon in Virgo, which is going to get very intense as well. When it comes to soulmates, I'm hearing that specifically. So, guys, I'm going to organize these cards really quickly. In the meantime, I'll wait for people to shuffle in, and then we'll get into it. Who is thinking of you? Who has you on their mind? Who's thinking of you right now here? Especially whenever you're tuning in, though, of course, the general video, timeless video. So, and what do they want to say to you? What are they sort of like really thinking about? What can't they get off their mind? I'm hearing that as well. And these are from your soulmates, really high vibrational soulmates, we'll say. Okay, let's jump in. We're not going to be channeling. What does the reptilian want to tell you? No. This is no. So let's jump in. But let's clear the energy, organize these cards a bit. I hope you're all doing well. I feel like this Virgo full moon is going to be, I was meditating a bit for the past few days, and I'm just getting this vibe that, there's really the past coming back up around the mountain. And so you may be, bumping into soulmates. I hear that as well, having reunions. And this is definitely the stimulated energy of the next few weeks. I'm hearing that as well, as the full moon definitely has a sort of an orb, right, influence to it. It has a sort of continuing influence that lingers. So it's not just on, a lot of energy with that full moon, especially in Virgo, the opposite sign to where we've got so much heavenly Piscean frequency currently, which is just really amazing. I mean, Neptune and Jupiter both direct in Pisces, very, very strong. Okay. And yeah, they're both, in the ruling sign. And this is the first time this has been for a long time. We had a few transits way back when, rather relatively recently, actually, with Neptune and Jupiter in retrograde, and that was very karmic. And now we have, Neptune and Jupiter, straight up sort of direct now in Pisces, it's home, and so it's very comfortable. So we're getting strong with that frequency, and there are a lot of, again, reunion energy here, things that just sort of actually just end up just make sense, and they recalibrate out. You may be finding that you're meeting soulmates. I hear that again. Wow, the spirit is really wanting to emphasize this. So the energy is just sort of like really different, shifted. Let's clear it in the throat chakra. Yeah, some of you definitely, like, I feel like there are people who want to have who want to talk to you. I'm hearing that as well. Okay. But of course it will always be your decision if you entertain whatever does want to come back in from the past. Right. And it does not mean having boundaries does not mean that you don't have empathy, does not mean that you cannot have empathy, does not mean that you are, without consideration. It means that you have boundaries. And so that's a healthy thing. So guys, let's clear the energy. And ground and get ready to jump in. Again, I'm just organizing the decks here, and we'll get into the different details. I'm hearing Jonas, Joel. I'm hearing as well, Joel. Okay. So guys, there's definitely this sort of cast to the full moon, and you may already be I'm feeling these full moon energies, my mind, like very intense. Okay. And so, to see how you feel, see how you're sort of, sometimes we get swept with the moon cycle and we're just like, forget. And we only feel intense around the new moon and the full moon. And it's like, what's going on? That's when I usually get most people hitting me up. Like, Natalie, like, what's going on with like the astrology? It's like, it's the new moon, it's the full moon. And then every other period of time, more or less, during the moon cycle, it's just like, okay, I've got some stuff going on. But now is a wonderful time to sort of, tap in and be like, hey, how are you feeling? And so this period of time right before the full moon is sort of that gestation period of like, it's getting sort of hot in here. Okay. But it's not so hot that we've reached that full moon where it becomes really, really intense. So something to keep in mind, definitely just to reflect for yourself and see, like, how do I feel like days before the full moon? Okay. Guys, let's jump in. Thank you so much for joining me here. Thanks guys for tuning in. But you'll be finding that you're really reconciling. I'm hearing that with a number of soulmates here around this time. The full moon in Virgo. And but also, this is not the reading for it, but also there are people here who will be coming back from the past who are observing. They want to be a part of your new glow up moment. I'm hearing it like this, your new storyline, but you always yeah, it doesn't mean that you have to accept people back into your life if they cross boundaries with you and if they are toxic. And that's where, yeah, if they're toxic. So let's jump in, guys. Again, what are we looking at? We need one more little packet for these guys. Yeah, so definitely, like, you'll be triggering people in all kinds of ways, on all dimensions: astral, physical, literal, 3D, and psychologically, okay, emotionally, nostalgically. I'm hearing that just things are coming back around the mountain. So, but this reading in particular is what's coming back in a good way. Who wants to communicate to you? What do they want to say? Let's jump in. We're going to get info as to who. We're going to get letter charms, numbers. We're going to get possibly even birth dates, birth information, all kinds of juice details. Of course, this is what Spirit would like you to know. Okay. I'm a channeler in addition to a medium, just as a side note, in addition. And yeah, guys, again, thank you for joining me here. If it's your first time, welcome to the channel Alchemy in You. Started this channel, it was a few years ago. And yeah, thinking back to it, when I typed in the details, I didn't really think about the name. I was like, Alchemy in You. It was like 30 seconds. It's interesting when that's destiny, we'll say. When it's sort of just like in the contract, it's like, that's what the soul contract. I need you to do that. All right, guys, what are we looking at? Let's jump into 7 stacks. We're going to have here 7 stacks, 1 through 7. Feel free to start meditating and see which one you may sort of what you're feeling. And let's clear the energy and ground again. What letters, what numbers are related to this person, whoever it is that does have you heavily on their mind? What do they want to say? What do they want to get off their chest? As well. And I feel like many of you will be having, again, reunions, meeting people here from the past. And I'm feeling some activation of the crown chakra. Also, this is you with you, of course, right? Any relationship that you have with someone in 3D is a reflection of that relationship we have with ourselves. So, of course, it would suggest that this is a conversation as well at you with you. So if if you're a total 1-800 hermit and, it is what it is, whatever it is, this is obvious, of course, as well, possibly, more so a reflective period for you with you, if you perceive it like that in someone's perspective. Let's jump in and see. In other words, it's not just for people who are looking specifically at soulmates or I'm hearing money matters. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, of course, it can also be a work contract, work proposal, work conversation. But yeah, you guys definitely have somebody here who's thinking about you, coming back around the mountain, wanting to be with you. I'm hearing that. Especially if you're drawn to this video, you're here right now. There's someone here thinking of you. I'm hearing that. For some of you, this is someone, yeah, well, we'll get into it here. Okay, let's jump in. What are we looking at? We get the little containers. Okay. I'm hearing the letter G-A-L, Gall. Going way past life, huh? Past life. Oh, the past life of the past life. The past life to the past life, yes. I'm hearing that. Interesting. I feel like some of you are going to actually, well, okay, let's just focus. We'll do that thing that Pisces are not really known to be good at. The whole focus thing, yeah. Thanks, guys, as well for hitting the like button, for tuning in here to you. Okay. Now, 5 stacks. 7 stacks. We said 7 stacks. Okay. I have to cut out my soulmate app. Okay. No. I feel like some of you maybe have someone who's very shy. Maybe that's a message for the last 2 stacks. Okay. For some of you, I feel like somebody here is like just they're avoiding maybe, but they really want to communicate with you. I'm seeing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have enough of these guys for 5 stacks, so we're going to have 2 stacks here. The last 2 are going to be a little different. We'll have just a little paper sachet. So if you are feeling guided towards the last 2 stacks, we'll place your little guys in here. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's clear the energy and ground. There's some messages here from someone who really, really, really wants to talk to you. Whoa. First, we're going to get some letters. And if it's, again, your first time, welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. This is a pick a card reading. Again, I'm a channeler in addition to a medium, we'll say tarot reader. So sometimes, yeah, well, I'm hearing things, I'm feeling things. I'm communicating, translating, relaying the energy as I am tapping into it. So sometimes it can be kind of like a little bit abstract, maybe a little intense, quirky, eccentric. And just note that that's the energy moving through as it is being channeled. And the more metaphorically you can look at the reading, the more, let's say, with an open mind, so-called, the easier the message will sort of be. And so, yeah, guys, let's jump in. Who is really, really on your mind? I'm hearing that as well, specifically for the second and the third stack. I see something related to water here for the fourth stack. Someone is very fucking shy. Oh my goodness, with that fifth stack. I feel like they literally get like red. They get red in the face. Well, activation crouch over the left side. I feel like they are having activations. Okay, let's jump in now. We've pulled the letters for each of the stacks. And now we're going to dive in with some numbers. So the way we'll do this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The way we'll do this is we'll see the number association with each of these marble charms. So, okay, here we go. Number 8 is for the first. Wow, it looked right there. 11:48 was on the clock. Number 8, we have here Libra. So number 7 for some of you, second stack. Third stack here we have Jupiter, which is, this is on the axis of Pisces and Sag, so the 9th and 12th. That also can reduce to, we'll take those both actually, and we'll reduce that to 9 plus 12, 3, 12, back to 3. Let's go right. 9, yeah, 12, 3, yeah, 3. So 3 for the third, very strong focus on that. And then Leo on the fourth, so that's 5. And then here for the fifth stack, we have the sun. This is number 5. So 2 5s here. And there could be some overlap between the fourth and the fifth stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like whoever that is really likes books. Like they like reading, researching. Like they're very, very, I'm hearing mindy. They really like to, they have a very strong mind. And I feel this person really like analyzes a lot here. Let's clear it. They love books. I hear that yet again. Here for the sixth stack, we have number 4. I was caught in between the 1 and the 4, but I'm seeing specifically 4. And in the last, we have here number 1. So take it as you will, guys. Let's clear the energy and ground. It's funny because they were just sort of like deciding between those last 2. We'll have one more bonus for that last one. It's Gemini number 3. So, okay, guys, let's jump in, clear the energy and ground. And you know what? We'll have, because we pulled 8. I'm feeling guided to pull one more, Mars number 1. So very strong focus on number 1 for that last stack. Let's jump in. What are their energies before we pull into each of these stacks? Okay, we'll read off the letters as well. But before we do that, let's get here a sticker of association. Okay. Thanks, guys, again for tuning in. Thank you for hitting the like button on the videos and for commenting. Those of you who comment, I love looking at your comments. It's always lovely to connect with you guys there. So in the first stack we have here, wow, this is backwards because these are actually tattoos. They're not, they're not really stickers. Okay, it says though, I don't know what that says. Hold on, guys. Oh, partners in crime. I had to flip it. Okay. It didn't see it transparently through. Okay, some of you dealing with a Sherlock right there. First stack. Calling all Sherlocks. Sherlock alert. We have pizza on the second stack. I feel like whoever that is has a really sort of like quirky sense of humor. We have this pair of glasses, or see-through glasses in the third stack. I feel that person really likes illustration, something about illustration. Okay, maybe even like actual like graphics, graphic design, music for some of you, very creative. We have hay on a heart coming through for the fifth stack. Something about, oh, that's actually, sorry, the fourth stack. So this person, they really, something about driving or their car. For some of you, they have a really small car. They like to drive like really fast though. This is for some of you, or they like something about their car. Yeah, okay, I'm taking it as you will. Let's pull here in the last of these sort of packets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth stack is another slice of pizza. And let's jump in to the sixth stack. We have a diamond. And then the last is the popsicle. It's like a double popsicle wedge. Okay, let's jump in and take a deep breath. Up through the crown chakra, down to the root chakra. Let's clear it in the sacral chakra as well. Any other notes before we jump in? Okay, let's pull one of these. So we'll pull here from the essential oil deck, and I'm just using these are just, I've organized them based on their element. So we're gonna pull one of these. For the first stack, we have anchor, steadying. It says, true statement, I take it one step at a time. Although things are shifting so quickly, be present and know that this is a part of a greater plan. That's on the first stack. And I'm going to read off the letters in just a second. Okay, the second stack here, we have mirror. This is support. And it says, the true statement, I move forward with divine grace. Take comfort and know that you are supported. Nurture your inner child and connect with the earth. Focus on the throat chakra there. The third stack here, we have black spruce. This is restore. True statement. I am illuminated as you release your attachment to the high and low. You find peace and balance. I feel with this stack, there sometimes were like moments where you got into like a very like uncomfortable point in the conversation, like a very uncomfortable like sort of interaction. Okay, you find peace and balance, honor the cycles of your body and energy now. I'm seeing there's some sort of like metaphorical bruising here in this connection. Like maybe you had like a really, again, intense conversation. Let's clear it. In the fourth stack, we have earthly patchouli. True statement, my body, again, these are the essential oil cards. My body is my temple. Remember that you are a spiritual being having an earthly experience. Revere in your loyal, sacred body. This is in the fourth stack. Okay. In the fifth stack here, we have vetiver. This is reconnect. True statement, I am present. The root of the issue for you will make itself known. Be open to the information you receive from your body, mind, and environment. I feel some of you will be getting some sort of download or information with context to with context of this person, whoever this is. Let's clear the energy in the throat chakra. In the sixth stack, we have grounding, rooted. True statement, right here now everything is perfect. Allow your energy to shift to the material plane. I'm hearing place. Maybe there's a very specific place that you are feeling guided to visit to or go to, that like literally on the map. Again, we're going to pull some further. We actually have a map deck, so we'll pull from that as well. Let's clear. Allow your energy to shift to the material plane where it is needed to help you complete what you have set out to do. Some of you here, there's something related to, let's clear it. Definitely like travel. Okay, so take it as you will. We are missing one card, so let's pull here from the last. Actually, yeah, okay, let's pull here from this deck. We have purpose, Melissa. True statement, I'm special. You have a unique place in this world with gifts and talents that only you can provide. Melissa is a type of essential oil. It's the name of an essential oil, but it could also be a message. Okay, that only you can provide. Use your connection with the divine to share them. Yeah, so I can only imagine like Melissa listening, having chosen the seventh stack. It's like Kieran's like, no, I'm not going to take it as a sign, as a clue. Okay. Welcome, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I feel like some of you here, you're feeling like there's a very clear connection here to someone very particular that you're feeling guided to sort of maybe start thinking more about. Let's clear it. Some of you having maybe a download. I feel like you do have someone in mind here. I'm hearing that. And I'm also getting that some of you here, you are very, very intuitive. So that's just a side message. And it's so lovely to, again, to be able to connect with you guys here. pulling off the sticker on a pen right there. That could be a very particular message. Take it as you will. Let's jump in. Yeah, there's definitely something that will be revealed. There's a lot of now. There's something that will be cleared, and emotionally, even there's something that you're feeling guided to even start thinking about. Interestingly, it's not always when, let's say, we're waiting for someone to communicate with us. Sometimes there are those moments where it's like, am I sort of proverbially opening the door for that communication as well to happen? So I feel like some of you here maybe are in a position or a stage or a state of mind of being that is really a matter of receptivity to connecting to you as well. And ultimately, it's in those moments, right, where we attract, people that are truly in resonance. So let's jump in further, guys, and see here. The first step, we have A, V. We have a W. We have an I. We have an I. That makes me think of like the Wii game. VA, maybe Virginia, but you take it as you will. Again, we have VAWII. Then in the second stack, we have YENA. And we've got a blank tile. We've got a G. There's something going on with the throat chakra in that second stack. Okay, we have R. I feel like this person here in the second stack, this is just initial messages here further to help you sort of understand maybe who it is that this is possibly speaking to, sort of calibrating the energy. For some of you, this person like has maybe anxiousness. Like I'm getting that they have sort of like at times like they're trying to connect what it is that they want to say to like actually saying it, like the space of actual communication. They may have possibly issues at times with communicating, and they have like a lot maybe at times that they don't say. So it's kind of like I see like a bottled up energy. I'm looking at the hearts on this pizza slice. It's almost as if like I see each of these so-called toppings as things that they've wanted to say, but they haven't processed it enough to communicate it. So there's something in other words that they've been sort of like waiting to communicate. I feel like this person may at times like operate through this sort of like program state of mind that doesn't allow them to really have the bravery, I heard in this way, to communicate with you. And there is possibly, obviously without the focus on the ego. Let's clear it. The focus on I'm hearing leadership when it comes to communication. Maybe they have even Mercury in retrograde in the birth chart in a water house. I hear that specifically. That could be a very good message. It doesn't mean that everybody who has that, there's always transcendence. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, you'll have activations to certain planetary placements in your chart. Hence why when people ask, like, is this a good placement? Is that a good placement to have? It's like, there's no such thing. It's what you make of it. Let's jump back into it though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There could be a focus on the number 5 as well with this person. Maybe you've known them for 5 years, or there's like something very particular. A lot of things I feel that they are like holding off on. All right, let's jump into the third stack. TIDRRER. Z and O. Yeah, I feel some of you, this person is very intense. We have literally spelled Zoe. For some of you, this person, like, they may have a lot of Scorpio. I'm just getting that just right off the bat. And we're going to get further with their exact placements once we jump into when we're getting to each of the stocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth stock, we have an M, an M, an F, an I, and a C, R, a blank tile, and another C. Let's clear it. On the fifth stack, we have A, E, H. Let's clear the energy and ground. In the sixth stack, we have T. We have T, M. Did I say that was the sixth? That's the fifth, with a H, E, A. The sixth stack is M, X, T, T, and then the last is X, G, F, and O. So let's jump in the first stack. What does this person really want to communicate to you? I want to immediately jump into here, the Hidden Truth Oracle deck. The Hidden Truth Oracle deck. What does this person really want to communicate here to you? What are they just like dying to say and get off of their chest already? Okay. What's the state of mind that they're in? You know what? I'm actually going to, make some room here. Put these. Some of you, let's give me a second here. Put this in, and then we'll. Something about a vacation, possibly with that second stack or even the first. Either somebody wants to go on a vacation with you and like they're dreaming that and they're thinking of that, or you guys did go on a vacation. Maybe they're even like really thinking about that. They're thinking back on those moments. They really miss you. I feel like they really like, they're wanting to go back to like that place with you. If you guys like went anywhere on vacation that was really like magical. I'm seeing sort of like a cabana vibe here, like a tropical tiki vibe. For some of you, that could be. So I want to make sure that I am going to remember the order of these guys. Oh my. Okay, so that's 2, 3. Okay, I'm hearing something on that fourth stack immediately. I'm hearing, hey, yeah, I'm not all right. Maybe this person like what gave you the impression the last time they met you or they saw you or you guys talked that they were okay with something specifically. I'm hearing that as well. And like they really weren't. Okay. I feel like that person may have actually even like, hopefully not, but like went home and like cried after that. Oh no. Like, but I feel like it's like you didn't think of that or you didn't think that they would actually like feel some sort of way about your interaction. Okay. For some of you, they were chewing gum when you saw them. Someone was chewing gum. Maybe they were like even, yeah, okay, take it easy. Let's jump into the seventh stack, putting these guys away, and then we're going to continue with that first stack. So I keep hearing something about a holiday. Yeah, this can be the first stack as well, but I was getting it as well coming through in the second stack. For some of you, I'm hearing that someone's going on a holiday and they really want you to go with them. Like they're sad that you're not joining them. So first stack here, welcome. Thank you for your patience. Let's jump in if you're viewing live. What with the hidden oracle? What does this person really, really, really want to communicate here with you? Okay, let's take these. These remained. I regret lying to you. I remember every detail of that day. So again, we have the letters W-I-I. We have the number 8. We have a V and A. We have partners in crime. We have steadying. Anchor. Trigger statement is, I'm not ready for what comes next. True statement, I take it one step at a time. Although things are shifting so quickly, be present. Let's clear the energy in the throat chakra and know that it is part of a greater plan. For some of you, this person I feel said something that they didn't mean. And it was because, and this is what they want to tell you, okay? They really, really acted in a way that was totally just not, it was disrespectful. Maybe even for some of you, this person does know what is going down and they're feeling really not good about that. For some of you, this person really had an influence around them that was not helpful, not healthy, not positive, and they feel bad about that. So this is what I'm getting here really strongly. So yeah, okay. Now let's clear the energy and get any further messages. Let's jump in. I feel that for some of you, you may have stopped talking to this person and they want to communicate with you again. This is what I'm seeing. Like they really, really will want to communicate with you again. Can we get a little further here? For some of you, this person may actually be having some sort of health crisis, or maybe that's how you'll be able to understand who this is, or for some of you to be able to understand who this is, or you may not know this, but they're going through something related to their health. For some of you, they didn't have enough time to tell you something. I see that. They really wanted to tell you something, though. Maybe like in the moment, maybe they said something they didn't mean, or they said something and they weren't feeling even comfortable with the way that came out. Reconciliation. I feel this person, with that card, I remember every detail of that day. I feel this person really does have a lot that they know that they should have said. Maybe it was like something like, hey, I'm sorry, or hey, like, I feel like I really sort of said something that was not really nice. I hear that as well. Like they kind of like had communicated in a manner that was really off. I hear it like this as they are seeing it now. So maybe, hey, I mean, honestly, you can be like, what? You know, maybe you're kind of not thinking of it any longer. But yeah, this person is, and they are definitely thinking of you. Now, it doesn't mean again that you are obligated in any capacity to bring this person back into your storyline. For some of you, I'm seeing they have a dog. I'm hearing that. Okay. For some of you, this person is dreaming of reconciling with you. Like they are worried though that they're not going to be able to have another chance with you. I feel this person does want to sort of like, I'm hearing they want to hug you. Like they really want to be physically, like they are missing you. Okay. If they like X'd you out even and like kind of made it your fault, I'm hearing that kind of thing. Like they do miss you. Now, this is not to make you feel in any capacity that you need to bring this person back in. This is not a reading of like, should you accept this person? What happens if you let them go? Should you stay? Should you go? We have another pick a card with that title. You can search that on the channel page, but this is more about what are they just wanting to say. We have Pantone, and it's important to note, right? And remember that you always have that space, right? To checkmate, to hear someone out, to be empathic, to feel what they're feeling, and then say, well, I still make my decision, and it's a matter of me. It's your groundedness, right, in the conversation space of what others feel. So there's no like guilt at all. And I feel like you're not in that space, but I feel actually for some of you, many of you, you're totally not even. This is not on your mind. Willow Bow, it says 180119. It can be a further message. Wow. For some of you, this person, they're feeling very hard. They're hard on themselves. Okay, and I'm getting that they're not really accepting where they're at, and they're realizing, wow, 88 likes right there, guys, and this is the number 8 on the stack. They're realizing that they have a lot to work through. This is kind of the feeling I'm getting, and I don't want to say they're ashamed of where they're at in their life, but they're really kind of embarrassed. Even for some of you, they realize that they're not maybe in the light with their own energy space. Okay, they're not able to really communicate, and maybe they tried to kind of like project that onto you. We have Pantone number 350, both cards relating to the color green. This is all about the heart chakra. This person really does want to have, okay, a coming back home, a coming together with you, even if just, you know, in the space of communication. But if this is the space in which it takes place, like, you're not going to be necessarily opening the door to this person, I feel, but okay. Now they're both, again, green. The second card is darker green. So for some of you, I feel this person maybe even like got kind of really, really uncomfortable with you. Maybe they even, for some of you, I see like they said something very sideways, very, very, very awkward, very, very ugly for some of you, as you felt it, or someone felt it, or they are feeling with themselves. Now it's like they said something about finances. It's like, oh wow, that's so embarrassing. I can't believe I told her that. I'm hearing that someone was very maybe cheap with you. I'm seeing that, like they kind of like, yeah, it can even be for some of you a coworker, a boss. Like they realized they needed to correct like their behavior with you. We have pink coming through now. Pantone number specifically 7590 for some of you. They're very, very much, and this is also, I see, related to, I'm seeing the rose quartz color nearly right there. They're very uncomfortable, okay, like with how it is that they've communicated. I just hear it again like that about something very particular, and they're not in a good place. Like if you think that they just moved on and just not thinking about that, no, they're not in a good place in the sense of they're not in a good place with what they've done. Okay, they're definitely, their spirit guides are working with them, hence karma. They're thinking about it heavily. It's like day in, day out. They're thinking, wow, did I really like hurt her feelings when I said that? Wow, did I really like give her the impression that it's just all about that? We have honeymoon in reverse. Some of you actually possibly dismiss this person due to something very particular that they did say to you, or that they, yeah, and or you lost interest and it was because of something very particular as they saw it. And it's like they're starting to feel like, okay, that I kind of, yeah, this is a shame. For some of you, they were very like kind of shallow, and the reason for which, like, I feel like you guys almost had like possibly even a reunion, and then they kind of like said something that was really rude, and yeah, and so you kind of walked away. This is the feeling I'm getting for some of you. If this is resonating, let me know, and feel free to chat. And okay, so what else does this person really want to say or communicate? What's going on? I just keep getting that they're feeling kind of bad about something. And yeah, I think you'll know who this is. We have Grays, short number 9. Maybe they are actually sort of like on the shorter stature side. Take as you will. Timid, misunderstood, shy. I feel like they are looking at you. I see them looking at you. It's like, no, like shoot. I wanted to tell them, like, I should say that I don't mean that. They're very stuck, I see, with where they kind of took you in the connection. So yeah, let's read the book on that. Actually, can we, Spirit? Okay, we're barricaded with fluffy ottomans. Give me a sec. Wow. Okay. Wow. Well, this person maybe even has a little bit of a temper. Oh. Okay. I see a card on the floor now. Yeah, they maybe act like too soon, like without thinking. You know, it's like. But then they're realizing that you step back because of that, and you're not wanting to be involved because of that. I'm hearing this for some of you. You specifically stepped away because of that. So it's kind of like that was the check-in point for this person. Like, oh shoot, if I want to like have at least like that person in my life, then yeah, who respects like receptivity and reciprocity, then I should change the way that I communicate. I'm hearing that as well, and behave. Let's jump in. Mystic Martian Oracle. I feel for some of you, like you kind of, this person was acting a little bit like an animal. I'm hearing that with you, and you're just like, excuse me, like I see you close the door. Yeah, you kind of shut the door actually, like, and yeah. Let's clear it. I'm hearing, yeah. there was maybe even like a little bit of a fight that went down here. For some of you, this person was even like making like weird, they were triggering. They were trying to trigger. And I see that you didn't actually get triggered. You cleared your consciousness and you actually prayed for them is what I'm hearing for some of you. Yeah. Card meaning. It says timid, misunderstood, shy, marginalized, oppressed, fragile, vulnerable, scapegoat, non-adaptable, innocence, children, child, victim, children/child. Then it says victim, hypersensitive, devalued. I want to get a little further on that. I'm hearing, hey, that's not fair. You asserted how you felt about something, and they like, let's clear in a very clear way, and they still were not being respectful towards you, and then you stepped away. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, and then you ended it. So let's get here. For some of you, the behavior that they had with you made you feel very uncomfortable. And I feel that was actually, that led them to have a spiritual awakening and to realize something huge about themselves. Hand of cards, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. Yeah, this person, for some of you, it is financial. And it was so embarrassing. The gravity of what they did or what they said was so goddamn embarrassing. It's like a morning after moment, but with their ego, maybe with their, their concept of power. Like, it's like that moment, like when someone realizes like, wow, I just kind of like acted very money hungry. I've heard that even like, and I'm acting like I'm going back. Okay. I'm going back to like where I've come from after this so-called life, yeah, with that piece of property in my hand, like that's the level of what we're talking about. Like this is someone, so now let's go addiction for some of you. So we have the Phoenix. It says new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Yeah, I feel like some of you played a huge role in this person's life. And honestly, like if they're not here to tell you that, okay, like this is a spiritual energy. That's their spirit guide is looking at you saying, hey, thanks so much. Like you really clarified the conversation for them in an area of their life that no one else really could have at that point in time. So yeah, guys, I think that's the message. Thank you for tuning in here. We're going to jump into the second stack. Thank you for tuning in here to you. And yeah, feel free to choose different stacks as well. Okay. It's the first time I've done this sort of style stack, so let me know if it does resonate. Feel free to type 2 if it does resonate, you know what it's referring to, or hit the like button. Okay. For some of you, that individual may have actually had an addiction. They may have, I'm hearing Molly for some of you. There was something that was affecting them. And so maybe like it's the type of thing where when they so-called come clean or they're not on that and they're sobered up, so-called, it's like then they kind of see the light. And I don't know, but I'm not sure that you're going to necessarily be in the contract. In terms of your soul contract, I don't see you necessarily, but you may, it's always up to you. You may be receptive or not. So it's always important to remember that even if this person does come through and communicate, then it may, it may or may not be, and it is always your decision on who you feel you align with, right? Give me a sec though, guys. I do want to pull actually, if there is going to be some sort of communication from this individual to you. Okay. Let's grab some insight here from timing cards. If you, like, when can you expect to hear from this person if it is going to be that? And take it with a grain of salt, guys. But if you really feel that this is very much your message and the letters are super, like, your letters and the numbers and everything, then it may be that this is definitely, like, in terms of timing. Sun in Sagittarius season, so can be around that period of time, okay? So that also wanted to pop out. Sun in Scorpio season as well, coming through around that time. So about October, November, and December. November, December. That's interesting. It's like proceeding actually. So between Scorpio and Sag season. Okay. Let's place these. I want to get a number as well. And let me know how this resonates over time. Like, come back to this reading maybe and comment. Let us know what ended up sort of manifesting of this or transpiring. I know it's a very interesting, like, sometimes you guys come back to the readings, you're like, hey, Nat, like, this actually, like, really fucking happened. Like, literally, like, on that day. Like, so let me know. I'm looking for, the numbers are there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use another deck for numbers. And, okay, let's jump in. It's a number associated here. Okay, we'll take them. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Number 2 can be for some. It can also be what this reduces to. Number 9, the 6th, the 3rd, the 8th. We've got the Prince of Pentacles, 11, and the 4 of Pentacles, number 4. So, wow, 101 people right there in the room, 10, 11 p.m. The 11th can be a very particular date for some of you. So 11, quite literally, that's right. That's November 11th. So that was one of the months that had come through here. So that could be a very particular date for some. Let's clear the energy and ground. And let's get here some other timing cards. So I'll put these back. And let me know how you like this reading style. Let's do here Venus transit. What is a particular Venus transit? That was very fast. Okay. Popping out. Venus and Sag. Wow. A lot of Sagittarius. So most likely you have a lot of Sagittarius or they've got a lot of Sagittarius. Yeah, because it seems like things are very heavily developing with Sag energies here. Any other messages here from the Venus and Sag season? Maybe a very good season here for the development of this connection. Venus in Aries. And it may not necessarily be that, like, what you hear them, like, from them legitimately, like, maybe that you have an epiphany about this connection, or maybe you get, like, an astral projection, a thought, something that it's like a letter that they wrote you but never sent you. It's like you may just kind of get that, the vision. I'm hearing that as well. Venus in Taurus. So, yeah, I'm getting those here as a focus as well, as transits. So any one of those particular periods, again, come back to this reading. Let me know how it does resonate. I'm really curious to see what you guys, and maybe it isn't, it's already even been, maybe you guys had a very particular, you take it as well. Let's see with the Mars, any particular Mars transit that might be a particular focus. Okay. And this may also be a marker of, like, obviously the general video, but a marker of, what is actually related to your synastry with this person, because these energies will likely be very important discussion points. So the energy of Sagittarius we're already seeing, for example, okay, Mars in Leo, a lot of fire energy, it seems, in this connection. Mars in Libra coming through. Anything else? Any other particular Mars transits? Okay, that wants to really come out here. Mars in Taurus. Okay, so anything else here, Spirit? Any other transit or cycle, very particular? I'm also hearing date. It can be like right as we enter into that cycle, okay? Right as we enter into a very particular cycle. Like when Mars changes signs, like maybe the first few days I'm hearing that. Wow, they keep flipping, okay. There we go. We have here Mars in Aries. Okay, wow, that's a very intense placement. So, let's clear the energy around. We also just recently kind of relatively, well, it wasn't so recently, but for some reason it feels recently. Maybe you had something go down with this person when Mars was in Aries in this last year. That's what I'm hearing for some of you. Okay, guys. So let's now move into any other date time markers, and we're going to get into the year as well. We'll have your Mercury transit as well. Any particular Mercury transit that might be a really key focus. We have here Mercury in Cancer. Okay, so when Mercury moves into Cancer, we will be riding up on that transit here. Not too far away. We've got Mercury in Aries as well. That's coming up really soon. And Mercury in Scorpio. There could be something that it is even that during these particular periods, you have some sort of like epiphany, maybe usually. And I've noted for myself, like with specific soulmate experiences, it's usually cyclical. So things will happen in a very like time fashion. And that's why personally I love astrology, because I feel like it's important. It sort of gives you that sort of scale. Let's get into now moon, where the moon will be at in any particular transit for the moon. The moon in Aquarius. Let me know how you guys like this reading style. If you like this video, hit the like button. Let me know. Maybe we'll do it again at some point. Maybe periodically if we really like this video style. Moon in, or reading style, we'll say. Moon in Gemini. Let's clear it. Anything else? Okay. We've also got a moon in Sag. Wow. Like again, that Sagittarius energy is like very intense. You may share like the same placement. Okay. We have another moon in Libra. You may have maybe one of these actual placements, and it can also be, if you've got like a few of these placements, oh hell, this is definitely your reading. But because it's usually that you will have some, but anyways, anything else? We've also got moon in Leo. It keeps falling. Okay. Anything else is a moon for a particular. It could also be especially the full moon in any of these signs. Wow. And even first quarter stage, second quarter stage. Moon in Pisces as well popping out. Let's clear the energy in brown. And then we've got here moon in Scorpio. So let's collect these. So again, especially if these are your particular personal placements, then this is most likely like very much your stack. And the confirmation, well, this is when most likely the transformations will be. Okay, we've got a whole load. We've got Saturn in Scorpio. So feel free to search the years where Saturn will be in Scorpio to sort of get the actual timing on that. Should we just do that right now? Just like very simple and like quick and just do it. Saturn in Scorpio years. Siri auto-corrected to yours. Okay, so Saturn in Scorpio, 2012 to 2015. Let's look at the next time, though, the next spurt that we'll have with Saturn in Scorpio. It may be that these were very particular periods as well in the past with this person. Whoa, I looked at the clock right then. 47 minutes, 12 seconds, 222 people in the room, 122 likes. And it's like hovering right there. Oh, we got two more people in the room. Okay, so let's get further, guys. And thank you again for tuning in. Welcome, welcome. If it's your first time, welcome. Okay, what? And it's funny, Eastern Standard Time, we have the military time 22. So, okay, dates on Saturn in Aquarius. I said Aquarius. Saturn in Scorpio. This is a longer term transit, right? Saturn is a very relatively slow moving planet. Very much relatively to the moon, for example, which is like extremely fast moving. A minute, yeah, we're working on days with the moon, whereas years with Saturn. So just to give you perspective, let's go. What are we looking at here? 2012 to here. Let's clear it. Let's backtrack our own. Yeah, I feel like again heavily like for the stack there is a very strong apology coming. I hear it like this. So like I'm hearing that specifically. Scorpio, where art thou? Where art thou? Saturn Scorpio, 1983 as well. August 24th, 1983 to November 16th, 1985. That just like caught my interest right there. So I just mentioned that there. We have Saturn and Scorpio as well coming. The last time we had it again was 2015, June 14th, 2015 to September 17th, 2015. Now, astrology is so important. Like, honestly, it's not just energy, guys. It's not just like, I'm randomly in love. It's like you are having an activation and an upgrade. And it's astrologically speaking, like it's touching on your birth chart. So it's really key to look at. And if you look at astrology, like personally, that's what I did when I had my spiritual awakening and I had a very like, intense soul contract moment. I was looking at astrology, and it was just very interesting to see the alignments of the planets and such at that time. We'll say, suffice to say that there was a lot going on in my chart at that time. So now But let's get here a little further. I feel like there's got to be a time coming up where we'll have Saturn in Scorpio again, but something's not popping up until, I guess, yeah, it was recent enough. We won't have it even past 2030. So take it as you will. We have some more Saturn placements, though. Give me a sec. There's a website that has this kind of easily laid out. So Saturn takes about 28 to 29 years to come full circle, and thus spends an average close to two to 2.5 years in a sign. Saturn, of course, goes retrograde, right? So it will bob in and out of signs and spend more time in one sign, less time in another. What else, though? It's not giving me a date. It says, yeah. Let's see. Saturn. Let's just type Saturn in Scorpio. Years. Okay, here we go. Guys, you ready for this? November 11th. We said that was the date. We literally, okay, so that was definitely a message for someone. Okay, November 11th, 2041. And then we've got June 21st, 2042. So it's that interval of time where Saturn will be in Scorpio. And that's the next time it's going to be in Scorpio. So that could be a very particular period for some. We got a date, and Spirit, we said 11/11 was a very particular date. So take it as you will. And that's literally the day that Saturn moves into Scorpio. So then we have here Saturn in Aries. Let's take a look at the dates for Saturn in Aries. Saturn will be in Aries. Well, it was in Aries between 1937 to 1937, April 25th to October 17th. Then we have 1938 to 1939. I guess it went retro, January 14th to July 6th. Then we had 1939 to 1940, September 22nd to March. This is retro, March 20th. Then it's March 3rd, 1967 to April 29th, 1969. Then we have 1996 to 1998, 1998 to 1999. The dates on that last one was April 7th to June 9th, October 25th to February 28th for that 1998 to 1999 specifically. I feel that these dates may be really particular. Just as a side note, I feel like Spirit wants to get more into astrology here, so maybe take it as a note. Then we have May 24th, 2025 to September 1st, 2025. That's coming up. Yeah, pretty soon. So maybe circle these dates, like especially when we enter into and when we exit out of, there might be a very particular sort of shift with this particular connection when it comes to that period of time. I'm feeling suppression in the heart chakra. Yeah, I feel like this person, whoever this is, like they may even like come out and like communicate with you around those dates. I'm hearing this for some of you, possibly not for everyone, but you'll have at least like some sort of epiphany. Then we have February 13th to April 12th. Let's clear in the third chakra. Yeah, it may be that you have some sort of download. February 13th, 2026 to April 12th, 2028. So take it as you will. Those are the dates for Saturn and Aries. Okay, we have Saturn in Sagittarius. Again, some more Sagittarius. That's going to be after Scorpio. So let's go back and see Saturn in Sag, the dates for that period. And again, guys, let me know how this resonates. February 21st, 2044 to March 25th, 2044. That's the next time we have Saturn in Sag. And I want to see the last time that we had Saturn in Sag. Probably around that period where we had the Saturn in Scorpio, not too far off from those dates. Okay, 2014, 2017. So specifically dates December 23rd, 2014. Let's go down the throat chakra down the right side of the body. June 14th, 2015. For some of you, you were maybe even like in a relationship with this person is what I'm getting. And so we had it sort of move, I believe, in and out of retrograde. And then it had another tour in Sag from September 17th, 2015 to December 20th, 2017. Again, these can just be very particular dates. Then we have here Saturn in Gemini. I guess we've got a lot here because we've got a lot of viewers. Saturn in Gemini. I guess Spirit really wants to run the gamut with the dates. So thank you guys for your patience as well here. Gemini, Saturn and Gemini. Make sure we get the right message out to those who are viewing here, who have this stack. Saturn and Gemini years. Did you guys hear that? That sounded like you just screamed karma. Okay, or they, or however. Okay, Saturn in Gemini. May 8th, 1942 to June 20th, 1944. June 18th, 1971 to January 9th, 1972. February 21st, 1972 to August 1st, 1973. January 7th, 1974 to April 18th, 1974. Are we like, or are we good? Okay, let's continue. August 9th, 2000 to October 15th, 2000. What I'm getting from Spirit is that during these periods of time, it's not necessarily that there's nothing going on in the connection. So I'm hearing that as well from Spirit. You take it as you will, just as they say, right? I mean, yeah, it's like, well, yeah, if you have a child, okay, it's not like they're, I always think of this, like they're not necessarily younger than you. It's like, if anything, they were watching you as you were, incarnate. And so take it as you will. Things move very quickly when you're not in 3D. So you take it as you will. August 9th, 2000 to October 15th, 2000, April 20th, 2001 to June 3rd, 2003, and then May 30th, 2030 to July 13th, 2032. Then we have one more, guys, Saturn in Capricorn. All right. Let's get it. Okay, March 15th, 1929 to May. Are you guys? Okay, no, but it's May 4th, 1929. November 29th, 1929. Wow, what a number sequence. February 3rd, to a lot of 29s. February 23rd, 1932. August 13th, 1932. That might even be past life energy for some of you guys. You take it as you will. November 3rd, 19th, and we are, after all, in a very heavy Pisces season. So a lot of energy here when it comes to astral matters of, related to astral. November 19th, 1932. January 5th, I'm feeling pressure on the heart chakra here on the right side. 1959 to January 3rd, 1962. February 13th, 1988 to June 10th, 1988. Let's go to the throat chakra. For some of you, there's something financial going on here. November 12th, 1988 to February 6th, 1991. December 19th, 2017 to March 21st, 2020. It would be interesting to work with the past life energy. We're going to do a reading on that pretty soon. So if you're not already subscribed, subscribe, and we'll see you there, hopefully at that reading. Because I feel like there's a message here, like there may be some overlap. Possibly. It might be, kind of interesting to see what the overlap might be. January 24th, 2047 to July 10th, 2047, and then October 22nd, 2047 to January 21st, 2050. I'm seeing here there's a focus on a birth here in 2047. Take it as you will. So guys, that's the timing. That was of Saturn. Everyone's like, I hope we don't only get one of those Saturn cards for the freaking next stack. My God, it's like a workout with the Saturn right there. Okay. All right. Yes. Let's do one more timing, though. Nah, put away the timing cards. Okay, Jan. Let's get a Jupiter placement. That popped out. Jupiter and Leo. Okay, anything else? Any other Jupiters? All right, you guys loathing the timing cards. Jupiter and Aquarius. I feel that can be very interesting. Yeah, I actually really like looking at it for astrology. Okay, let's take a look. It may be that you also have a very heavy past life with this person. Can also, okay. February 20th. Oh, whoa, we're about to do Saturn. Hold on, we're doing Jupiter. Gosh. All right, Jupiter and Leo. All right. Kaiten says, I love Jupiter. I don't love this, Matt. You're making me. All right. Yeah, all right. Let's clear it. And until we have to do the dates of Jupiter, you still love Saturn until this big card. All right. Okay, Jupiter. This is so Pisces right now. We're just feeling very Pisces. 222 people in the room again. All right. So Jupiter in, let's clear it. The timetables. Let's clear the throat chakra again. So this could be a family member. Jupiter, Leo, dates. Coming up. I'll say, you guys can look, on Google and whatnot. Like, you can look on the past, but I want to see it coming up for Jupiter. Actually, you know what, guys? You look up Jupiter. Look up Jupiter. It is not so slow moving. Yeah, so it's not so slow moving. But let's just for the sake of it. Let's clear. Okay. Okay, we'll have Jupiter in Leo June 30th, 2026 at 1:52 a.m. specifically. So, all right, guys, let's get into the next energies. Oh, Jupiter in Aquarius is the last one, and then we're going to get into the next sign. Into the next stack. Okay, so it's funny, we just had Jupiter in Aquarius. Yeah, we just moved through that. So it was, we just had that. That was November 21st. So maybe that you had a very karmic energy space. Yeah, you just recently moved through. You just recently had something maybe already with this person. But the next time that Aquarius moves through, and I feel like that's when the transcendent energies will really be coming through, that will be, well, not for a while, past 2030. So, yeah, guys, we'll leave it at that. But yeah. Let's go to the third chakra. 2032, I believe. We're looking at 2032. Let's clear the energy and ground here. Yes, 2032. So let's jump into the next sign, guys, the next stack. I did pull here the Major Arcana deck, though, as well. I want to get just one more message here. I want to see, let's clear. Where are you at with this person in terms of the connection? What is the sort of message here when it comes to the Major Arcana energies? What is the sort of the position? And again, if you guys really like this reading, let me know. Oh, you got the Fool. So you really just cleared something here with this person. I feel like the page is really turned. You really moved through a lot of karmic energies here. We had the Magician as well overturned. There's something here that, well, I feel it is more the Fool. So whatever was sort of the shadow as well, I feel you've moved through. Let's move into the next sign. Next stack. But yeah, guys, let me know how you like this reading style. Hit the like button, and if we get a pretty good number of likes, then we'll maybe like update this reading. We'll update this reading and see what's what. Okay. Stack 2. I'm hearing something related to training that can also be on the last stack. Side note, or travel. Am I hearing that again? Maybe someone here is moving and like they're going to be in a different part of the world. So, but yeah, I feel like again, I'm hearing this again from Spirit that you move through a major part of the soul contract, a really karmic part of the soul contract. So, it's not going to really be reappearing in a similar manner. As it's not going to be reappearing in the same capacity. And if it does reappear, if you do happen to have a reconnection, I feel like it's going to be something that's very sacred, actually. Like Spirit will not really allow anything really that to come through into your world if it's not going to be really truly resonating with you. So I feel like that's the message as well there with the first stack. As a last message here, I'm trying to find the little sachet to put this guy back in. The right one. Yeah, it's not going to be anything close to the last energies, but it's also going to actually be maybe physically different. Like you maybe have moved, and again, like the karmic energies have been purged and cleared through. Let's move into the second stack. What's going on, guys? And again, if this is your first time, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are tuning in and that was your stack, thank you for tuning in, and let me know what you thought. Hit the like button, subscribe, share this video if you do feel like it's helpful and you'd like others to be able to connect with it more easily. Hitting the like button is sort of like telling YouTube, like, hey, please give this video an advertisement, kind of like to other viewers. Yeah, it's literally, I researched that recently, like how it works. Like YouTube looks at how many likes and how many views, and within, I think, the first hour. And then depending on if it's getting a lot of traction in terms of your interaction, comments, and view time, within the first hour of upload, they will really pump that video out. So yeah, guys, you hitting the like button really does help the video sort of get around to others. So you do play a part with that. In case you're wondering, like, what can a like do? Let's clear the energy in the throat chakra. We have second stack here: support, mirror, true statement, I move forward with divine grace, trigger statement, I am not supported. Take comfort and know that you are supported. Nurture your inner child and connect with the earth. And I'm feeling guided again to reiterate here for all the stacks that you're not, especially for stacks like the last stack where maybe there was something that was really, like, let's say at times toxic or just really not resonating. It's not that you have to reconnect with that person, of course, ever. That's up to you, right? I mean, we're talking in terms of your decision as free will in the 3D plane. Always it's your spiritual decision, and there is, right? There's a spiritual side, there is a spiritual side, and there is, soul contracts, and you follow your intuition with that. But I'm feeling guided to reiterate that it's always your decision, right? When it comes to you saying, do I choose to let that person back to my life? Let's move into the letters NYGA, blank tile RE. And it's actually landing on Scorpio there. So that could be a beautiful message. Okay, guys, what is this person? Let's clear it. What are they really feeling? What do they want? There could be an overlap between the stack and the last. I'm starting to understand our connection. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I wonder if you are happy without me. For some of you, I feel this person is actually worried about you. I feel like at times, like, they are concerned about you. For some of you, they didn't maybe have, like, the proper context to communicate to you through. Again, I keep getting this focus on the throat chakra with the second stack. It says, I love you unconditionally. This person really has you in mind, I feel, but, like, in a very particular way. Like, they want to do what's best for you, but that maybe sometimes translates as them, like, kind of abandoning the connection. I'm hearing that. It says the timing, focus on throat chakra right side. The timing just wasn't right for us. I feel like this person maybe actually, like, left the connection. They're feeling really bad about that. Again, we have a slice of pizza here for the second stack as the message. I feel like they feel a little guilty about leaving the connection behind. Can we get a little further here, Spirit? We're on the second stack. Separation, I was thinking, like, would you be guys separated? I was thinking if that card comes out, I feel like you guys did have a moment. Like, I feel this person has a really blocked throat chakra, or they did. For some of you, they left you, like, kind of at nothing. And it's like, because it was too hard to communicate, I feel like this person, if they had something, what they want to tell you is that they really had a lot more than they told you, okay, to say. And they weren't really able to communicate, like, actually, like, it was too hard for them. For some of you, whatever that means, I mean, that's never an excuse, and we're not excusing anything, but this is what they want to say. We have honeymoon. For some of you, this person is religious. I'm hearing that. And they, okay, right then, religious factors. Okay. They were in a period of, like, kind of listening to their dogma. I hear that over what they felt in their heart space. Okay, that could be a very big message for someone. Can we get a starseed card here on this deck? Evans wanting to come through. This is number 8. Yeah, it's funny because we pulled Scorpio, and we could be focused on that first stack as well. Mystery, reading between the lines, intuition. This person has something really when it comes to communication. Like, I feel that they're literally sitting here, like, they have a lot that maybe they've said, but in their own way. But I feel like they still feel like that they still want to communicate to you, like, openly and directly. For some of you, they maybe, like, have their own way of communicating to you, but they realize that that's not enough. Let's clear in the throat chakra. Tall whites, number 20, uncertainty, distrust, guarded. I feel like sometimes for some of you, they really, like, they're not good at communication. I'm seeing that in general, but then, like, specifically with you as well. For some of you, like, they're operating through an alias with you, or they have been, or they did at a certain point. Okay, we have 23 vegans, solitude, no, not 23 vegans, 23 vegans where? Oh my God. Okay, so the number 23 is this card, solitude, independent, peace, but you take it as you will. Yeah, can we read on the guidebook about that? Where's the deck? Okay. Mystic Martian Oracle deck. Number 8. I feel this person really has a lot to say to you. Like, I see that they have volumes of text. Like, they literally, like, but the issue is they sit there and but that's a metaphor. They don't, maybe they're having trouble, let's clear it. They have stagnation in the throat chakra. But maybe there's even like a square to the Mars. I see that. Wisdom keepers, feeling safe, concerned, coherent, prudent. Maybe they're thinking too much about, like, I want it to be perfect. I want to say it like this. I want to say it like that. And then they end up not saying anything. Prudent, emotional intelligence, deep. They're very drawn to, I see that. Deep, quiet, achiever, trial and error, listening, sensible, soul-searching, reserved, confident, friend, mentor. Oh, confidant / friend, mentor. I feel like they're guys, like, this person at times, like, has trouble. They're kind of self-conscious, but I feel like that's not your problem, and, like, it's also not really theirs. Like, they have to move through certain mantra spaces. Maybe, again, I'm hearing it like they are possibly religious. Guys, give me a second. Really quickly. Really quick. I'm seeing the number 8 here again, all over. They've got a lot of Scorpio, possibly. Okay. For some of you, they got very competitive with you, or they actually want to get emotional. For some of you, I'm looking at, like, I'm just drawn to this card, like, where there's scissors, there's a ruler, there's a pen, there's a pencil. Like, maybe they even have a little bit of performance anxiety. It's like, I'm not sure what I should say. Should I say this? Should I say that? Should I just cut her off from hearing that? Should I just block her? Should I just say I love you? It's like they're completely conflicted when it comes to communication. Like, and the cactus in the backdrop, and then you got the teddy bear. It's like all these influences. Like, if you think about a cactus and a teddy bear, is very different, right? For some of you, they're not sure, like, if they want to say something sweet, if they want to say something, like, smoldering, if they want to say something, like, sizzling hot, if they want to flirt with you, if they want to be, like, let's clear it, like, awkward, if they want to be awkward on purpose, if they want to be awkward unintentionally, like, just be natural, just let it flow. Their mind, you guys, their mind is their mind. Okay, it's very, like, they've got a lot of thoughts. They got a lot of influence. For some of you, though, they're not sure if, like, they wrote something and then they just deleted it. I see that. Now, insightful, rational, conscientious. It can be that they are also seen in these ways by people, and so they have this sort of reputation. Now, let's look at here, number 23, vegans. Sounds like a song. Okay, mirroring that, maybe they're into music. Okay, something about music. Retreat, neutral, solitude. Maybe they just ended up being neutral. And from, you know, those moments, it's like, wow, I see so much in the store that I want to buy. Like, all of the ice cream flavors, all of them. Oh, you can only do 2 flavors? Okay, I can't decide. I gotta go. You know, you end up, like, kind of not having the pizza because you don't know what toppings you really want on there. And so, yeah, on them, I'm hearing that as well. Oh, maybe that's a metaphor. Like, maybe they didn't know how they wanted to approach you. Solitude, self-directed, sovereign. For some of you, this is something, yeah. Let's go independent. They got very caught up. I feel like, but I feel like you could easily look at this person and be like, why didn't you at least say, like, hi? I'm hearing that. I don't know. Okay. Sovereign, independent. But I feel that they have something in their birth chart, like, for example, like Mars in retro or Mercury in retro. They truly have a challenge. They have difficulty with really communicating. Apolitical family, peace, privacy, resourcefulness. So they may even have something going on, like, possibly with their family, or with, even for some of them here, they're famous, or, like, with their group. I hear that with their friends. It's like it's influencing them. Now, I'm also looking at the way this guy is, like, sitting. Like, he's an alien, guys, you know? It's like ET, but, like, in a suit and tie. I'm kind of getting that vibe a little bit. It's like, so they're maybe not getting, yeah, I want to get a little further, though. Okay. Let's grab, because I feel this person is also extreme. They're on the edge. For some of you, it's physically, not for everyone, but check out another stack. There's a little note that you may want to check out another stack. Inherently here, though, what we're talking about, them wanting to communicate, is their thoughts. Okay, it's not physical. I don't feel like that's not what we're talking about in this stack. Okay, we're talking about something else here. There are thoughts, like, you know, writing down like a lot of different ideas. Okay, on a piece of paper and not sending it to you kind of energy. Where did that go? Island time wellness. Strange. I'm catching that last stack as well. This is the weirdest thing. Where did that... It's right here. For some of you, it's a message. It's like, where did he go? It's like he just said absolutely nothing. Let's clear it. Something about someone's grandma. Mask. Yeah, you guys, for some of you, they're operating through an alias. This is for some of you. Sorry to say. Yeah, they are. It says not showing true feelings, hide, personality, pretend, delude, gaslighting. This is the type of person who's like, I'm very busy today. It's like he's straight up in his pajamas. I'm hearing that. He's a straight up like, yeah, at his work meeting, like in his workout underwear. I'm hearing that. I don't know. It's like his workout. I don't know. It's fine. Like, you may even bump into this person in the gym. It's like, oh, yeah, I see you're very busy. Okay. You're like this. Yeah, take it as you will. Okay, let's clear the energy. Maybe you felt they weren't giving enough, but it's not about that. It's not about that. It's that they were burying their mind. I don't feel that they wanted to ignore you. I feel this person wants to say, like, I know it's coming off. Like, I was ignoring you. Maybe they actually blew you off and you bumped into them. And it's like, it's like, what? It's like, no, it's not how it seems. Palm tree. Yeah. It's like, you're fucking like laying on the palm tree. You're laying on the palm tree. It's like, it's something is awkward. It's like, but then you realize like that it's not really like that. It's not that they really just ignored you. Some of you, this got very awkward though. Palm tree, it says stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. It's also like they don't want to take risks. They don't want to take chances. Okay. Some of you here, I feel like, yeah, you felt like this person kind of pushed you away. Possibly, not for everyone, but there was this moment where it's like, you know, because of the stagnation. And so you said, well, okay, like, I feel like you're not pushing the button with me here. The buzzer, like, yeah. Now we have also the sword and rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force. I don't see enough assertion, ultimately. Force, honor, but I really like you. I'm hearing that. It's really not, it's not indicative of what, they're not just like a player, okay? No. This is someone, they're not, guys, you think he's going on a date like this? Looking like that? No. He's not going on no date. He did not know rebounding, but if you know that's not your stock. For some of you, they're literally like sitting under the moonlight, thinking about like, they're literally, yeah. Okay, they're trying to align their thoughts. Okay, the sword and rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. It's the type of thing where it's like, I'm trying to be so perfect that I just don't even show up yet. Okay, let's clear. Yeah. For some of you, I feel they've even had nights where they were like in tears. They were crying. Like, they were like really, really, really conflicted. Like, they wanted to talk to you. Like, I want to like talk to her. Like, can't believe like I'm such an idiot. Like I'm hearing like, yeah. I mean, let's clear it. It's funny because in this stack we literally pulled Scorpio, and we're seeing a focus on the number 8, and that is a ruling house of Scorpio. And when I'm looking here, even on this card, I see it's number 8, right? And then in addition, I'm looking at the moon back there, which is in the tarot arcana, the major arcana of ruling Scorpio, as some see it. And as I see it here, specifically, I'm getting that message, and I'm seeing Moon here on honeymoon. It's like, I love her. I'm hearing that. Why did I do that? I think this guy's like crying. Oh my God, no, yeah. Oh no. He's throwing like, he's throwing like his crown. I'm hearing that to the floor. It's like, this was you guys like back there. It's like you had a moment, like you guys had a moment. It's like, he really liked you guys. He really, really likes you. For some, he's very fit. He keeps very fit. This is for some, just a message coming through. Guys, like, he didn't forget about the eye contact. He fucking remembers the eye contact. He remembers you. There's no way he's not. The only difference is, like, now he's wearing a mask. And he's pretending like it's funny, okay? It's not. And he's pretending like it's telling the whole story out. It's not, okay? But in a way, like, you're kind of wise enough and you've got the connection, okay? Enough to know that you got the hookup. I'm hearing that on Astral with your guides. Like, your guides were like, it's not really how it really seems. Yeah. You got the down low. Okay. Yeah. Your guides gave you the down low. Okay. Like, yeah, on Astral, you're having visions. Like, wait, it's not really like that. What yeah, it's not really, there's more, let's clear it. There's more, but he's very vulnerable, guys, already, as he feels that. This person feels already vulnerable in their own life. So they don't feel like they can really, really know. I feel like they felt like this is the down low, is that they let you in, and they know they let you in, and they feel like, listen, I'm looking at like the way she's touching him. It's like, she really like loves me. Whoa, she's like really touching me like no other woman did in the past. I'm hearing that. He really felt it. He felt you touch his heart with that touch. I'm hearing it like this. And so he felt very vulnerable in that moment, guys. Like, he was almost looking at you like, is this real? Now, I see that this person's maybe a little bit slower moving. Like, they wanted to be able to communicate to you how the gravity of what they're feeling, but there's so much that they need to process about that. Like, it's not a matter of love, guys. Let's clear it. Let's clear it. It's not a matter of love. But who's this? For some of you, it's kind of interesting because I see like this person. I'm almost feeling that like they've got an eye on this person as well. This looks like how do we say? Let's go. For some of you, this is a family member or someone that they know. There's something influencing them, possibly, or involved. It could even be possibly a child, or it can be. But hold on. For some of you, they wanted you to be the mother of the children or their child. They really, in their heart, listen. I feel like if they were to tell you the down low, they would be so romantic. It would be not just like, hey, I'd like to go on another date with you. It's like I want you to be like literally like even like my dancer. I'm hearing Tiny Dancer. I'm hearing that was the name of the song. Phil Collins, is it? Dancer. I'm hearing squash. Squamba? What? Squamba. I don't know. I'm hearing squamba squash. I don't know what that is. Let's go. They felt romantic with you. Thank you so much for your super chat, JC. This is Bill the Tina. Ah! Oh my god. Okay. I hope this doesn't. Oh my god. Let's clear it. Which tea? You want peppermint? Peppermint, rooibos, rubios. Maybe you had tea with them that night. It's like she's fucking like holding my hand like I never felt like ever before. Someone is like, guys, they knew that. Oh my god, they were. Yeah, you were breaking them apart. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing my heart, my achy breaky heart. I'm hearing that. They were in another reading. Mandy, you in the room? You remember that one chat? Oh my god, yeah. Guys, yeah, they were caught up. I feel like they were choked up. They got a lot still in their throat chakra. It's like it's backed up. The thoughts, yeah, the things they wanted to say. Let's go. I feel like they were looking at you, like you told them something, like you had an idea maybe, and they were like, really? Like, but he felt so vulnerable, guys. If this is your message, let me know. Hit the like button. Sometimes the channeler is like, is this so abstract? But I'm feeling, oh, this is someone's message. I know this is someone's message for certain. And yeah, we're channeling here. This is message for someone here. Very specific. It's just the details, very specific. If it's not your message, yeah. If you don't feel it, it's not your message. Mandy Lynn! Yes. You remember my heart? Maybe you guys had like even jokes, you know. It's like, guys, like Tall White's number 20. I feel like this person, yeah, they feel ridiculous. They really feel like I literally like told her to leave my house. Like, what am I doing? I'm just gonna sit here in like my underwear and do what? And do what? I feel they got upset at themselves. Yeah, no. They go back. They're thinking it's like I should have like let her like grab my hand a little harder, like a little longer. It's like God, you pushed you away. Maybe you're in Tall White's number 20. And first time, uncertainty, trust, distrust, guarded. They felt like it was too good to be true. Okay, so now for some of you, I feel like they were kind of mean to you at a certain point in time, even maybe like they said something kind of hostile for a small number of you. For some of you, they have this is their self-confidence, okay? Something about gray. We said suit and tie. It's like even the Tall Whites, they're wearing these gray suits. It's like, I'm just wearing this like gray suit. I'm boring to her. I know it. It's like, no, you're not. I'm hearing that. Okay. I'm hearing like this teddy bear in the background. I'm hearing plie. I don't know what we said. Tiny Dancer. Let's clear it. Plie. That's related. Yeah, something with dancing, maybe ballet. I don't know, guys. Like, there's a moment. I'm thinking of a music video right here. It's Whitney Houston, Kygo remix. Send me a higher love. Yeah, that song, Higher Love. It's clear. I'm hearing and plie. I'm hearing that again. Maybe someone's a dancer. They're a dance class instructor. I see someone is like even a professor. They're talking. Somebody speaks French here. I'm hearing on. We have en on like on in French on. I'm hearing Champs-Élysées. Maybe you guys like Champs-Élysées. Maybe friends in France, something like that. Champs-Élysées. You guys maybe have friends. Something about French or Paris, Parisian. Some of you had pastries when you met. Pastries. Now, someone was paying for something. I see that you guys were standing in like a pastry shop. Okay. But we also have pizza tickets. Maybe you guys go. Anyways, I'm hearing I gotta go. Maybe they like left early. Okay. Anything else? For a small number of you, maybe they even did a little bit of a guilt trip energy. We have, I know I was a distraction for your pain coming through. Like maybe they were trying to indirectly test you. Maybe they thought that you weren't available, that you weren't free or something like that. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to feel bad for that. Thank you so much, Neil. Thank you guys for your super chat. Very kind. Thank you guys for tuning in, for hitting the like button, for commenting. Where are your super chats? For your emojis. Neil, thank you. your emojis as well. Thank you. So kind, so kind. All right. Yeah, I feel like they got like a whole boatload of excuses, like from like, I can't hang out today, I got my work to do, like, and this is even them with themselves. It's one thing for you, you're just like, all right. To them, it's like that was a bigger deal for them because that was like in their hands as they felt it. Like that was the point where they let this go. Okay. Like, and they kind of sabotaged it. This is what I'm hearing. So it's almost like they went back and they were thinking more about it. Like, yeah, the whole, like, why did I tell her I had to leave? You know, now, how many of you, is this your story? How many of you know what this is referring to? Okay. Let me know in the chat. Type 33. Okay. Let's get further, guys. Anything else? I feel like that's pretty much the message. I feel some of you meet this person and like every time it's like you guys are like, you're walking away. I see like even like a puppy like wanting to jump at like a ball. It's like they hold themselves back. Can we get here some timing as to when you may have some sort of communication from this person, if you may, Jupiter, or when there's like some sort, epiphany, Jupiter and Pisces, a lot going on with the throat chakra. Jupiter and Pisces. We're right now in that phase. Anything else here? Any other series? Maybe that some of you even have these placements or a lot of that energy, Pisces. Some of you may be sun sign, moon sign, Virgo. I'm hearing that as well. Sun sign, moon sign, Pisces, Venus, Mars, and Pisces as well. So sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars. Even for some of you here in Aquarius, but sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars in Pisces. Jupiter in Leo as well. That came through for step 1. Okay, so any other timing cards here, Spirit, when it comes to when you may find that there is some sort of, and I've been sort of like really guided to jump into timing with astrology on the channel with these readings. So we may be doing more of that just as a heads up. Those of you from the Saturn breakdown in step 1, maybe you're rolling your eyes right now. Okay. Yeah, but scroll back to step 1 to get more on why that might be. Jupiter and Aquarius as well. But because astrology is so imperative, right? When it comes to understanding what is going down, it's not just like, holy shit, like we're having a fucking like weird ass like moment together. Karmic is very karmic. It's like we just bumped into each other's cars practically, a minute ago, right after we we met. I'm hearing that as well. Like there's something going on most likely with astrology when it comes to also your soul contract. So look at astrology, look at these particular, maybe if you feel guided, these dates, it may be that these dates rather have particular messages. And I'm feeling guided to call on that here in this particular reading. I want to do that. Oh my gosh, it's so funny that you said that. I'm looking in the chat. X Divinities Creature X says Nat should basically run a matchmaking service. I literally thought of that. And then I had very recently, I don't have like a whole ton of visions like actively, but I did have a very intense past life vision of well, I've had a few, okay, but definitely there was one where I was like a matchmaker. Yeah, I was like doing matchmaking and I was like blessing the unions. Oh hell no, guys, this is Saturn again. Oh my god, no, really? Okay, well you're gonna do well. Okay, guys, maybe you want to Google, because I mean, if we're gonna do all of these, well, we're gonna barely have time to get. Are we talking with the mice in the club? Excellent. Let me give you a message here. Okay. Thank you, Rahel, for your donation. Thank you so much. It's like Canadian dollars. $5 Canadian dollars on the dock. Thank you so much. And for your emoji. That's really cute. It looks like it's wearing a little headband. It looks at the GIF. I see a little red dot on the third eye. Looks like something medical, something with some kind of outfit, like a hat, even like a sailor hat, like the old school sailor when they go off to the war. But I'm also seeing something related to medicine. Saturn in Libra, Saturn in Aries, Saturn in Capricorn, Saturn in Aquarius, Saturn in Sagittarius, Saturn in Scorpio, Saturn in Taurus, Saturn in Pisces, Saturn in Leo. It may be that you guys also, I'm getting that we had a hell of a lot of Saturn cards pop out for the first stack. I feel like that's indicative that you guys have a lot of past lives together. So if you're feeling curious, feel free to Google the dates for Saturn in Leo. And it goes all the way back. It goes all the way forward. But Saturn moves relatively slowly and it changes signs every 2.5 years. So right now we are at Saturn in Capricorn, I believe, yes. Or is it Aquarius? Let's check on that. Saturn is in, we had the conjunction of Saturn. Yeah, it's in Aquarius, I believe. Let's clear it. Saturn was in Aquarius. Yes. 20, yeah, so we're at 20 degrees of Aquarius here with Saturn. So we moved out of Saturn Aquarius. It was really a karmic period. That might be a message for some. So yeah, guys, all right, let's jump now into the rest of the timing cards. I'm here. What should I do? What should I do? I feel like some of you, like this person, they're going to possibly like actually show up, or you may bump into them. Let's get further. But yeah, look at the dates specifically, like the entry dates, the entry points. Let's look here for the moon sign. Particular moon phases that might be really particular to connection, and maybe that some of you have these particular placements as your personal actual placements. Moon in Capricorn and a moon in Gemini popping out. Anything else here, Spirit, when it comes to particular moon cycles or stages in this? Maybe just when you have a really strong epiphany related to this person, or a very strong, like a transition, a very strong, it could be especially full moon or new moon or first quarter stage or second quarter stage in these signs as well. Any one of the major turning points in the moon cycle, especially eclipses, I'm hearing that. Moon in Cancer coming through as well. Some of you may just, again, have a lot of these energies in your chart. Cancer, Gemini, Capricorn, Moon, and Libra. Okay, so let's clear the energy and also jump into other transits. Let me know, how do you guys like the transit cards? I'm personally so actually happy that my guides like got me more looking at astrology here with this. Like when it comes to, and of course the guided, I mean, now it's time to look more at astrology. We go through phases. I was always very interested in astrology, but I want to integrate it more in the readings. We have here like more in tandem with the energies, Mercury and Aries, because it's really not separate. Yeah, the astrology is just like the syllabus. Mercury and Virgo. Guys, let's do a part 2. We'll do part 2. We'll come back in a bit, okay? Take it as a clue. We'll come back.